Hey everybody, it is late at night and I am Norman. I'm actually not a huge fan of yellow gold. However, as you can see, my wardrobe has kind of extended beyond the usual black and various shades of gray that I pretty much always wear. So I figured it's about time to add a really nice gold watch that I can wear with my greens and blues. And I found one, a brilliant vintage Wittnauer watch that just looks gorgeous. And I found it for under $100. Tonight we're gonna review it. And here it is. Look at how gorgeous that is. Just beautiful. So I have this on my Veblenist strap because the strap that it shipped on is this guy. And it's a bit lighter than I had hoped for. And look at the smallest hole here, how far it is from the end of the strap here. When I put this on my wrist in the smallest possible hole, the watch was just flopping around on my wrist. Not cool. So I have it on this amazing strap. These are seriously the softest straps I have ever seen. Look at how flexible it is. Amazingly comfortable and just brilliant looking. I had to order this buckle because the Veblenist came with a brushed silver buckle and that just didn't look right with the brown and the gold. So I got a pretty inexpensive gold-plated buckle. I figure if the gold wears off, I'll just buy another one. Looking at the lugs, these are just great. It looks so cool how they kind of notch out here. It's a great detail. It just makes them look awesome. As you can see, the gold is in excellent condition. My understanding is this is a gold-filled watch, and I don't know a ton about yellow gold, but my understanding is gold-filled is a step up from gold-plated, and since I can't really afford a solid gold or gold-capped watch at this point in time, I think gold-filled will do just fine. Looking at the case back, we see that this is actually one of these two-part case backs. So you use a case wrench and unscrew this outer band. That comes off and it releases the center plate here. There's a little bit of text on there. It says 10 karat gold, but it's kind of vanishes there. But it just utilitarian on the backside. Looking at the crown, even the gold on the crown is in good shape. It's a tiny little crown, but it's actually pretty easy to wind this thing and set it. So we'll see what it's like to wind it. It feels really good. This watch does not take a whole lot of winds to fill up. I'm kind of weird and I wind my manual watches in the morning and at night. Usually that takes about 20 to 30 turns on most watches. This one, it's usually about 10 or 15. But, alright, let's pop this out. You can see that it doesn't hack. Feels great when you're setting it. There's just enough resistance there to where it doesn't feel like the hands are just going to flop around. Or you could blow on the crown and accidentally set the time. Pop this back in. And the minutes hand doesn't jump. That's good. I have a couple pieces where that happens. And look at that case shape. It's almost kind of flying saucer style. It's a fairly thin watch. The height measurement that I've taken on it includes the crystal, so without that it would be pretty thin because that is super tall. Looking at the dial, it has kind of a pie pan style dial in there, which is just awesome. Those markers are nice and retro future. And check out the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock. It actually took me a little while to notice that those were numbers. That's how observant I am. I was actually looking at it through a macro lens because there is a little tiny scratch there on the crystal and also right there on the top. And so it's just trying to get a feel of how deep those are. See if I should try and polywatch them out, and I think they're a little bit too deep for polywatch, but you don't even notice them unless you're looking for them. That bezel is in great shape, just some normal wear and tear on there. I may get some Flitz, which is a non-abrasive polish. It kind of works chemically. That way you can kind of touch up little tiny hairline stuff like that without scraping up any of this gold fill on here. The hands look amazing, and that Second's hand is actually blued, which is another thing that I didn't know until I got this watch in person. That's pretty cool. I love how clean this dial is with just Wittnauer on there. And the tone of the dial is just perfect with the yellow gold of the case. This watch is seriously beautiful. As for the specifications on this watch, the case size is 34 millimeters, the case height is 11 millimeters, the lug width is 18 millimeters, the case is gold filled, and of course the crystal is acrylic. As for the movement inside this watch, I have absolutely no idea yet. I did put it on a time grapher, and it's running really fast, like over a minute per day, but the amplitude looks okay. I think this watch will be alright until I can get it serviced in hopefully a month or two. Alright, so let me take off the Timex Marlin and we'll see what this watch looks like when you're wearing it. And here is the Wittnauer on my 7-inch wrist. Look at how amazing that watch looks. It hugs the wrist nicely and it is so dressy. Oh. That buckle works well with it. Yeah, this is exactly how I envisioned the gold watch that I wanted to add to my collection. So cool that I found this at such a great price too. That is just stunning. So there you have it, the gorgeous little yellow gold Wittnauer watch that I found at a very affordable price. I absolutely love it. That constellation style aesthetic that it has going on is just amazing. I love it. It looks so great with green shirts and blue shirts, stuff other than black and gray. Thanks for watching.